Hey, welcome to Funded Profits Trading Academy. I'm Luke Holmstrom, and I wanted to talk to you today about what are indices. So indexes are basically how we measure our entire economy and the stock market as a whole. We use multiple different indexes in the US, like the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500. These indexes are going to help determine where the economies are, especially in their different sectors. For example, the NASDAQ is a tech stock index. So each index has its own purpose in showing the growth or decline of a certain category, certain sector inside of the market. And what they are basically multiple different companies. For example, with the NASDAQ, it's 100 different companies, and they're all from the same sector. They go in and they're distributed unevenly. They're distributed by basically multiple different variables, one of them including market cap. And what that will do is it's going to, the bigger companies inside of these indexes are going to move the index as a whole more. And there's multiple different ways of buying these indexes. For example, you can buy CFDs, you can buy futures, you can buy options, you can buy index funds and exchange traded funds, all using index funds. So indexes are an awesome way to diversify your portfolio if you're going long term, or even for me, I enjoy day trading indexes, and they can be a little more volatile than a lot of just regular stocks at some times. So it is important to if you're trading with futures, options, or CFDs, to be careful and do your research when you are going into trades, and you need to be well prepared for that. So when you look up stock market, this is what's going to show up. It's going to be stock market data / Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and S&P 500. So when you look at the stock market, even this news article right here with CNBC, Dow finishes 460 points lower in major reversal triggered by the U.S. case. I don't know how to say that, but with this, all the news that's coming out about the stock market is mostly about indexes because they show us our growth or decline in the economy, and especially in the certain sectors. So when you're looking at different articles, they're going to be talking about the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P, and they're not really going to go over, they might go over a couple singular stocks that might have had some growth or, a crazy story that popped up in the day that made them decline their price. But most of the talk that's going to happen in most major news articles about the stock market as a whole is going to be all revolved around indexes. And one of my favorite parts about that is when you have so much attention on these indexes, there's so much news that comes out. And a lot of the news with these indexes is, we have so many different, for example, with the tech, NASDAQ, all these different tech stocks, you have so many different CEOs, presidents, etc., underneath all these different companies. And there are certain situations where some of these bigger companies might have a scandal come out, or there's a certain news article that comes out that doesn't go in their favor or does go in their favor. And when they might pump 5% or something. But if they have a pretty big portion of one of these indexes, that's also going to pump the index. So using this, there's so much news that can come out on these indexes just because of how many companies are inside of these indexes. And this can be a good thing or a bad thing. It depends the way you look at it. I see it as a very positive thing because there is a lot of news around these where you're able to, take advantage of the opportunities that arise. And you need to be quick, but there is plenty of opportunities that arise with these indexes. So that's why I enjoy trading them. And that's basically what indexes are as a whole. Indexes are basically just a way for us to measure the economy and especially different sectors. And this is where a lot of the major news is going to go towards with these. So that's all I have for today. If you're interested about joining our academy, learning more about day trading and how you can get funded with $100K in capital, then just click the button below. And thanks for joining. And remember to like this video, drop any comments or questions that you might have so I can answer them. And be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can get notified when the next videos come out in the Funded Profits Trading.